Boys and girls, it's chapel time with Pastor Joe. Now you'll see I'm not in the sanctuary, and I'm not even wearing my usual pastor clothes, but it's still chapel time. We're going to sing our song, This Little Light of Mine. We'll hear a story from the Bible called Daniel and the Lions, and we'll have our action prayer. We'll use our words and our actions to pray and talk to God. Let's sing our song first. Let's sing This Little Light of Mine. Can you hold up your fingers and pretend they're little lights? And sing along with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's make circles with our fingers. You can make a circle like this, or like this, or like this. Let's sing. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's sing both those verses very softly. Are you ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And let's sing those verses in a loud voice. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. That was good singing. Our story from the Bible is called Daniel and the Lions. Daniel was the king's helper. There's Daniel, there's the king. Daniel was God's friend too. Daniel talked to God every day. One day, the king said, "Everybody stop praying. You must pray just to me. If you pray to God, I'll put you where the lions are." Can you all make a lion sound? Roar, roar, roar. Now, Daniel heard what the king said. Daniel thought about the lions. Daniel said, "I will pray to God anyway." So, Daniel went upstairs. He got down on his knees and he talked to God. The next day, Daniel talked to God again. Soon, the king's men came. They saw Daniel praying and they ran to tell the king. They said, "Daniel's talking to God." "Oh my," said the king. He didn't want to put Daniel where the lions were. "Oh my," said the king. He was sad. He liked Daniel, but at last he said, "Daniel, your God will take care of you." So they put Daniel down, down, down into the lion's den. And everybody went home. The lions saw Daniel. The lions heard Daniel. The lions smelled Daniel. But the lions didn't bite Daniel. Do you know why? Because God shut their mouths. Let's be a lion. Roar. And now God will shut our mouths. Roar. Roar. In the morning, the king came running to the lion's den. "Oh, Daniel," he said, "was your God strong enough? Could he save you from the lions? And Daniel said, "Oh, yes, King. My God sent his angel to shut the lion's mouth. They haven't hurt me at all." Now the king was very happy. Show me your happy face. He said to his men, "Pull Daniel up out of the lion's den. Let's pretend we're going to pull Daniel up. Grab the rope and go pull, 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 pull him up out of the lion's den. Pull, pull, pull." So they pulled Daniel up, up, up out of the lion's den. They looked at his face. They looked at his hands. They even looked at his feet. The lions hadn't scratched him at all. Well, what did we learn from this story? Daniel was far from home, but he still prayed from God. Even in the lion's den, Daniel prayed to God. I think that's an important story. I'm not in the chapel, but we can still sing about God. We can still hear stories from the Bible, and we can still pray to God. Even if you aren't in church, even if you are wherever you are, you can talk to God, just like Daniel. Now, I hope you don't have any lions around, but wherever you are, you can talk to God. And that's a good lesson. We've had our song. We've had our story. Let's have our action prayer. Now, I'm going to be jumping up out of the camera frame, but you know what to do. 3, 2, 1. Dear God, you love the world. You love me. Help me love you. Help me love the world. Amen. Let's do it again, soft and slow. Are you ready? Dear God, you love the world. You love me. Help me love you. Help me love the world. Amen. Let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. Dear God, you love the world. You love me. Help me love you. Help me love the world. Amen.